Hey, gang. Oh, well, some people like to say 2025 is in the rearview mirror, and I've been trying to find the right time to do sort of a looking back at 2025 video for you guys. And I thought, you know what? It's a very nice night out here. It's not very cold. I think it's around 50 degrees, which people in Canada would sit there and go, we call that warm weather. So I thought, why not share a few or several things that happened in 2025. I want to get the first one out of the way because I want to tell you guys, for those of you who noticed that I haven't been wearing a wedding ring in a lot of videos where you get to actually see me on camera, poor you, Sarah and I got a divorce, and we just kind of had to come to that conclusion that we've been apart for too long. We've been doing this long distance marriage thing, and it just wasn't working out. You know, times are tough, and it just seemed like every time we were going to get together, something got in the way, and everything like that. And I hope that last year was going to be my last year here, but she just, we talked things over, and she just said, you know, let me handle everything and all that, and I said, okay. So, you know, we're still good friends, still talk on occasion. You know, I hold nothing bad against her. You know, I hope for her she has a very happy life, healthy life too. And whatever the future holds, so be it. You know, we'll see what happens. I also want to talk about losing 3 friends last year. That was a colossal punch to my face, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, because I'm used to losing friends maybe like once every couple of years, or losing like 1 friend per year every couple, or something like that. But I can't remember the last time I lost 3 friends in a year. Well, technically I could say 4, but I need to find out when he passed away. But you know, I'm talking about my friends Betty, Reno's grandma, and Zach. The 4th friend I lost, I don't know if it was last year or not. My buddy JR came over, and he told me that this the friend of ours from high school passed away. And you know, his name was Ray, and he was living in Oklahoma at the time. And I just couldn't believe it. And I'm like, man, you know, I've been meaning to look up when he did pass on, because you know, Ray was a great guy, and you know, he and I, we got along on like heavy metal, hard rock music, but he was very laid back, easygoing, really cool, funny dude, and you know, I miss them all, you know, but like I always try to tell myself whenever I feel sad missing them, I say, you know, like I do with my parents, I say they're in a better place, they're doing just fine, they're not suffering anymore, they're doing great. Reno went back to Amarillo last year as well. I mean, after his grandma passed away, he just felt there was no need to be here anymore, and it just doesn't seem like since he's been back there, everything's been going his way. It's kind of unfortunate, but you know, hopefully things are going to pick up for him and everything, and he's going to get you know, his whole thing together and everything like that. So it's kind of hard to say right now. You know, he's been there since around early October, and you know, I gotta say, man, you know, I just hope he hangs in there and just tries to get some help too on getting certain things done, at least from the right people, not the same people who said, oh, I can do this for you, and the next thing you know, I was like, oh, they did me wrong. I was like, well, stop trusting them. What else happened? Lots of crazy things happened at the library. I have 2 more stories I got to tell you guys about from last year that were my other picks for weirdest incident. One of them is two different times happened at Walmart. I completely forgot about it. The other time was at the library, so I'll tell you guys about that one. I'm telling you, man. And You know, and also last year finding out that, you know, food stamps, if the foods, you know, whenever you get your food stamps now, I was going to do a video on this one, but I'm like, you know what, throw it in the random thoughts because it was from last year anyway, I guess. If you're going to get food stamps anymore, you can only get certain items. You can't get junk food. And that really outraged a lot of people. Now, some people say it's only in a few states. Others say it's pretty much all over. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, well, whoever came up with that decision, boy, they are not going to be, they're not going to be the most popular people in this country. You know, I just think it's really kind of weird that they would do that. And my whole feeling is, like, why do they care what people buy? I mean, I understand we need to eat healthy and everything like that. And I will admit, I know some people who go overboard on sodas and junk food and things like that. And it's like, you know, it's like, buy something that's healthy for you. Buy some fruits, vegetables, things like that, you know, so you can have a long, healthy life. But there are just some people who just don't want to do that. And you know, this woman I knew years ago named Karina, that's pretty much what took her life. You know, all she ever did was, and it was because of her husband. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Her husband kept feeding her, you know, just would like go to Sam's Club and buy up huge amounts of food and sodas and everything like that for her, and that's pretty much what ended her life. And he just comes over and he's all crying, surprised, and he's like, she's not waking up. And I'm like, well, yeah, she weighed like 400 pounds. What do you expect? But yeah, I mean, so I mean, in a way, the food stamp thing, I'm like, you know what, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I mean, part of me is like, you know what, I love getting, you know, junk food, stuff like that, but I didn't try to go overboard on it, you know. But on the other hand, it's like, you know, it might not be such a bad thing to try to buy more healthier foods and stuff like that. But I just look at it this way: they shouldn't worry about what you buy, because next thing you know, they're gonna be telling you, you know, you can't buy certain things with your money anymore because we're going to tell you how to spend your money. It's like, now there's going to be a riot. You know, I had a job starting sometime after the first part of last year. It was fun. It was great. Hopefully maybe they'll call me back and let me work another maybe month and a half, 2 months or so. You know, it was just such a fun time doing it, and it just felt so good, you know, having people thank me for what I do and all this other stuff. But it was always weird that people would ask me, am I doing this for community service? And I'm going like, no, I'm getting paid for this. and everything like that. But, you know, it's one of those things. It's a thankless job. Well, I can't say a thankless job. I mean, a lot of people thank me, but ultimately in the end, you know, it just became so irritating because, you know, everywhere I'd go back like maybe a couple of days later and the area looked worse. And I didn't want to quit. I just wanted to just find these people and smack them upside the head with a stick, you know, like, you idiots. Missed out on a lot of yard sales last year too. And, you know, they let me go in March. I kind of figured, you know, I was like, well, April's coming around. Gonna be good, gonna be Highway 10, everything like that, gonna make some money, everything like that. But from April until October, it was just cancel, and it sucked because of bad weather. And there were some times we canceled due to you know, the first and third not being on a weekend, because that's usually the best time for people who want to go out in there and do some yard sailing. And you know, and I mean, I understand people get paid every Friday, but sometimes it's kind of hard to say because, you know, you never know if people might be in that mood. But when people get their checks on the first and the third, oh, they want to go out and do some yard sailing. But on weekdays, it's kind of hard to say. But who knows what's going to happen this year? I mean, if desperate times call for desperate measures, I'll try and do them on the weekdays. I mean, I don't have much success on them, but we'll see. But you know, hopefully, you know, this month's yard sale actually went pretty well, and I may have to try and do another one at the end of the month, since the first and the third of next month are on a Sunday and a Tuesday, which is gonna suck. So, so crossing fingers and everything like that's gonna, you know, that's gonna happen. So yeah, 2026. Can't say it's starting off all that bad. It's been pretty good so far, and everything like that. Hopefully, it's going to get a little bit better for all of us. And and all I can say is that if you want to make this your year, you got to make it happen. You can't keep relying on everybody else to do it for you. You got to try and go out there and do what you can to make your life better, because nobody else is going to do it except you. So keep trying and do what you can. A positive attitude doesn't hurt, but we all got to be a little realistic sometimes. So that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you're having an awesome day. If not, hope it's better for you tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And if you would, please go check out and subscribe to any, if not all, the following channels down in the description below. Please help me get to 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, 10,000, 100,000, or maybe even 1 million. I'm still trying to get 700 myself, and hope to get there real soon. And wherever we are at the end of the year, hey, I'll still be happy, because you guys help keep this channel going and growing, and I really do appreciate it. And if you can, try to find that little pencil with a circle around it. Usually you have to click on View Channel. If you click on, on your phone, I mean. I don't know how you do it on your laptop, but there's supposed to be a pencil with a circle around it. Click on it. Go where it says Keep My Subscriptions Private, and push and have that button over on the left, so when you subscribe to somebody else's channel, they'll get the notification, and who knows, they might subscribe to you right back. I usually do, because I like knowing who's subscribed to my channel and everything like that. And I like to try and help out people, because you guys have been helping me out for a long time, and I want to help back. So yeah, so I'm going to get inside, try to get some sleep, or stay awake for another couple of hours. I don't know. It's like probably about 3:30 in the morning anyway right now. So take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good to yourself. Try to be good to others. Till we do this again, as always, stay strong and rock on.